Alrighty. Let's get into it. Marquiello, thank you. Feel like it's been a while since we've seen you around here. Appreciate the raid. Hello everybody. Serb, thank you for the sub. 12 months. That made me realize our sub anniversary is in 4 days, which means I have to paint something really scary in 4 days. Oh god, oh god. Yeah. Okay, well, big Reese. Ooh, what's going on with my fucking things? There we go. Got a boo-boo. Got a boo-boo. Got a boo-boo on my nose. My little snout. We're not gonna be big Reese for too long. I don't know. How's everyone doing? Everyone epic? Anyone have anything cool going on? Hungry? Okay. Yeah. Can't relate, but... Friday the 13th? Oh, shit. The Ultimate Life Form and Crusader Kings? EP but epic? Yep, let's go. Last hour of work, let's go again. At the office, they're making a piñata. Why? Why? Sorry, I was on Twitter and I'm looking at a post where a guy was taking a picture of his minis, and you can see in the reflection that he's taking the pictures with an iPad. Am I the only one who thinks that's goofy, taking the pictures with an iPad? Just ended my shift. Well, I mean, at least it's over. I feel like my mic is far away. There we go. At least it's over. It's a silly look. I think so too. Speaking of iPads, my phone, I have an iPhone 13 Pro. Not Max, but Pro. Should I wait until the 16 to upgrade? I don't know if I'm going to get very much because my screen is cracked. On the face scanner, see? Look, it's Hazumi with her titties out. I wasn't looking at it, I swear. That was the safer work version, so that's okay. I opened up Twitter, and that was the very first thing on my timeline. I went, ooh! And it was just still there when I tabbed over. Good on Hazumi, honestly. Good on her. Exposed? You guys know that I'm good for that. You guys know. That's no secret. I'm good for that. But yeah, again, my camera is cracked. It still functions, it's just cracked. So like if I trade that in, obviously I'll get less, but they'll still take it, right? I wouldn't call that safe for work. I don't know. My workplace is my room, and it's perfectly safe here. I haven't heard good things about the 16. Lots of AI stuff. Wait, like AI like Siri or AI in like... because like personally, I think AI is okay when it's like AI assistant. As long as it's not like generating content, it's fine. But if it's like generating things, no good. If it's generating like text, like by trolling the web or images. Actually, I think I might have seen an ad recently. No, that was the Google phone. The Google phone had a very, very AI heavy ad where it was generating images and text. Like, hey, like my friend, you know, I want to turn down my friend invited me for something, but I want to turn them down. Can you write something for me? You know, shit like that. It wouldn't surprise me if the iPhone had that. And sadly, that's, no matter how many of us don't like that, that's the way everything is going. So that I'm not sure if that's a legitimate reason not to buy it, because by the iPhone 18, you won't have a choice. Unless you want to buy like a fucking Nokia. Which I guess some of you will. The issue is a lot of it has been trained on content without the copyright holder's consent. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I understand the issue. It's just we won't have a choice pretty soon. We can only protest. Eventually, in order to protest AI generation in phones, you're gonna have to not own one. Or own one that's like 10 years old. Like a phone that's not smart, period. There's supposedly a boycott due to the ethicality of the metal mining. I mean, say it with me, kids. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. If we were gonna get mad about the sourcing of everything, most of the stuff in my room is probably unethically sourced. It sucks, but like it's... We live in a society, you know? We live in a society. There's a bunch of phones that get sold refurbished, which would be better route if you want to go to avoid the unwanted features. That's true. You could get like a fucking refurbished BlackBerry. Wouldn't that be... Imagine. Actually, I think that would have like insane aura, and honestly, you could riz people up. A girl asks for your number, and you're like, 1 sec. And you pull out a fucking BlackBerry? That, honestly... And I'm talking like 2005 BlackBerry, you know? 2003 BlackBerry. But yeah, I've been wanting a new phone. I like on the iPhone 16, besides the AI stuff, it has like this weird little knob sensor thing on like the side, like here. And it like activates the camera. And you can zoom and stuff with it, so you don't have to like fumble like on the screen. Like you can just like, like that sounds awesome. It looks cool. I saw of all people on Twitter, iJustine. Anyone know iJustine? I watched iJustine. I think I was probably in high school. I can't believe she's still going, and she looks identical. I think she might be a vampire. She's alive? Yeah! And she looks the exact same. I mean, if we're being honest, it's probably plastic surgery. But also, she might just be a vampire. I literally, it was just on my For You page. I was scrolling the other day. And it was like, check this out, guys. And it was iJustine. I used to watch her, like, unironically, like, all the time. Years ago. Like, probably at least a decade. iJustine. Is she gonna tell me Captain Sparkles is alive? I mean, I'm sure he is. somewhere. Somewhere. Didn't he release a video recently? Hell if I know. Hell if I know. What transfer sheet is this? There's like a transfer sheet that I'm seeing on Reddit. It looks like a vehicle transfer sheet, but I've never seen this before. It has a lot of cool stuff on it. Vehicle transfer. What about transfer sheet? I had never seen that one before. I'm seeing if I can find it. Not because I can buy it. Transfer sheets are wildly expensive. But, like, just so I know what it is. What kit does it come in? Because I have a Dreadnought, and it certainly didn't come in that. Unless, of course, it did. Legion of Astartes vehicle marker. No, that's for 30k. Infantry marker. Titan markers. Solar Exilia. Yeah, I know. I'm getting blinded too. It's making me look really white. Actually, wait. I haven't used my dark mode thing on the 40k website because I'm afraid it's going to make it really slow. But what if I... Wow. Just like that. It's way darker. All the images are still white, though. I can't find it. What about Google? Dreadnought transfer sheet inbox. Did the Redemptor Dreadnought kit always come with these transfers? No, it didn't. I didn't get it in mine, bro. That's a nice transfer sheet. Damn. Okay, well, I think we'll transfer over now. A good, like, 10 minutes of yapping. That's more than we usually get, huh? I'm looking chapped today. The air here is so dry recently because the smoke is making it even worse. To be clear, the air is always dry here, but, like, even more than normal. Okay, real quick. Space Marine 2. I like you. You're a good game. But every single 40k subreddit is just flooded with people going, guys, look, I customized my guy to look like an Imperial Fist. Great. Awesome. That took you 3 seconds. Awesome. I did it too. I'm not posting about it, though. Because this is for the hobby, not for the video game. Get out of here. Pisses me the fuck off, actually. Like, the Imperial Fist subreddit, like, if you go there right now, I think, like, 4 or 5 of the last 10 posts on the front page of the subreddit are Space Marine the video game posts. I don't want to see that on the hobby subreddit. I think r/space Marine with no S is the game. Go there. Go there. I want to see the hobby, man. Oh well. Oh well. It'll die down in a couple weeks when the game is less new. But it's annoying. It's diluting all the hobby content. Okay, well. I wasn't feeling well enough this morning to go to the gym. So I haven't gone in like 3 days. It's really bad. It's really bad. Okay, Okay. Okay. We should be all good. Gotta open up chat. Gotta make sure not to tip the camera over. Oh, that was close. Scooch the chair. Adjust the light a little bit. Open up my stream. Yeah. You spy something? Yeah. Oh, bump my table. I primed yesterday. I primed these pewter models that Andy and Horse gave me. They're Freerin. They're the gang. They needed a little bit of cleaning up. I hadn't worked with pewter before. It's really interesting. But they're like garage kit, like Freerin models. Pewter is both really heavy and then also really soft. Like I could bend Freerin's staff. I actually had to bend it to get it straight. But yeah, her staff too, Fern's. You can also file it pretty easy. I'm noticing a burr that I missed. But just like plastic models, pewter models need cleanup too. So filing and using your knife to get any burrs and stuff, but like it's super soft, so filing it really doesn't take long at all. I hadn't worked with any before, but I've seen a lot of people work with them. And they just prime up like normal. But they're like really heavy. Like Stark is probably heavier than like 20 of these guys in the hand. Like he's way heavy compared to like normal plastic models. But yeah, they're cute. Look, it's Stark and Fern, and I like their scale too. Like they almost seem like they're to scale, which is fun. And Freerun Sama. I don't think I'll paint them on stream, but I will paint them at some point. I have them primed up and ready to go now. But that's not what we're here for today. Today, the Warhammer store was finally open. So I was able to get the paints that I needed for my Stormcast. And the thing that I needed was this little bottle of blue paint, and that's it. Days to get this piece of shit. And I needed it. It's Cantor Blue, for reference. I needed it because I primed my Stormcast in Leadbelcher, which is shiny. And the blue details on them are matte. And I can't put like this over the shiny and have it be matte. It will be shiny. So yeah, all of that time. Oh, I also got Corax White for when we need to fix white stuff. Oh, and I also got Volupus Pink for an unknown reason. Oh, and I also got Rattling Grime also for an unknown reason. Yeah. Parasites really wanted them? Yeah. No, I got them for a reason. It should be moderately obvious. Because there was something else that I've been unable to start painting yet. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I also have that fucking thing that I'm gonna paint for the sub the stream anniversary, and that's gonna be fucking. That's gonna take all day. I'm trying to adjust the camera. It's a bit low. Here. 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 Yeah, that's fine. Oh, fuck. I forgot to buy more pallets while I was out. I meant to buy more because I'm out of clean ones, and these ones are really ratchet. I'm like all of mine look like this now. Which isn't the end of the world, but it's, you know. And the metallic paints tend to not come out of their wells. Yum. Paint chips. Do I have any magic erasers? Would that work on those? Might help scrub them up. I mean, they're cheap. If I go to Hobby Lobby, I can get like literally like 20 for like $5. I just need to go. That's the problem. It's going. It's in the going. Okay, well, let's get started. I think we're gonna start on the hard part. We're gonna start on the blue. Dang paper towels wanting to scooch around on me. Remember, kids, when you get a new pot of paint like this, make sure to take a sip off the top right when you get it. It'll never be as fresh as it is the second you open it. That is real fresh. Wow, look at that. Wait, which brush did I just wet? It was this one. And we're gonna thin this down to make sure we get good application. We'll put a little bit on our palette. I want to try to be careful with it so that it doesn't end up like that damn Wraithbone. But I don't know why that Wraithbone got so bad. There was something wrong with the cap. It's not supposed to fill up with paint like that. This fucking thing. It's slowly drying out and dying now. That's alright. Then I'm just gonna wet our brush a little bit and mix some water into the paint that we put on our palette so that it gets a good consistency. And if memory serves, things on it that are blue are like the shoulder. Actually, I'm looking up the schematics. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up. So enjoy the out of focus Stormcast. Oh, he's in focus actually. Skaven Tide Liberators. Let's see an image. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have the right of it. I have the right of it. Their shoulders are blue, but not the trim. So you gotta be careful, because they got trim and they got that like SIGMORT's face on it. I don't know if this consistency is right. I might have added too much water. We'll find out. Oh, I definitely added too much water. Let's get a little bit more paint. But you can see why I wanted to get something with good coverage, because these guys are so shiny. And I can fix any mistakes I make on their armor with my own metals. I primed them in Citadel Lead Belcher for those who are curious. But you can tell I added too much water because the paint, you can see it kind of retract when I put it on. It shrinks. That's okay. Better to have it too thin than not thin at all, for purposes like this. And that's what I needed this damn blue paint for. Just the shoulder pads on these guys. Almost. Oh, and their shields. And their shields. The fronts of their shields, I believe, are blue. Feels good to finally fucking paint something from Skaven Tide. I've been needing to get these paints for a while for them. And I've been unable to, either for monetary reasons, time reasons, or Games Workshop being closed reasons. But now I can do it. Because remember Skaven Tide? We built that a while ago. And I haven't been able to start them. It's made me very sad face. Very sad face indeed. Camera. Well, that's not even camera's fault. That's me. I don't even know where the frame is anymore. It's right here. This is a base paint, so we thin it out and we try to do 2 good layers. I think these guys will paint out pretty fast. What do you guys think? I think spraying them silver is going to remove most of the work. I'm trying to be pretty careful around the iconography, but you're not going to be able to stay away from it completely. So I'm just going to do my best and then clean it up later. I like the shield too. A lot of these guys are metallic, so it's not that big a deal if you make a mistake, because cleaning up metallics is super easy, because metallics have crazy opacity. I missed a pixel. Thanks, Avispa. Been a minute since I've seen you here. How you been? Hope you've been well. Doing Avispa things. Whatever it is y'all do. You don't make honey, that's for certain. Commit evil acts. Atrocities. Hello, Rhombus. Happy Friday the 13th? Yes. Wait, does that mean my birthday's on a Friday this year? Guys, look it up. I'm not telling you my birthday, you should know. What do you mean, Firezilla? Avispa's a longtime friend of the channel. We've spoken maybe 3 times. Isn't that a lot? No, it's on a Sunday. Killing myself. Wait, that means 2 years ago it was on a Friday. What was I doing? I was working. I was at work. I was for sure working. There's no other choice. I was definitely at work. But it doesn't take too much work. This will be the most work-intensive thing on these guys, I think. Actually, no. There's another step that I think that will be more work-intensive. And we'll do that in just a moment. And it's going to be doing some of the icons. Last year, it's a leap year, so it skipped Saturday. Oh, shit. Wait, what was I doing on my birthday last year? I was also working. I was working. I was working. I was working. I was making chicken somewhere. Again, when you have a new paint, brand new paint, make sure to take a little sip. Ooh. Gotta consult with schematics. The shield. Oh god, that's gonna be really difficult. We're getting, when I said the blue was gonna be most time intensive, I lied. The white is gonna be the most time intensive. This is about to be brutal, actually. Did I get a donation that I missed? I think I did. $50. Stream Elements. Who was it? Stream Elements, help. It's because I'm not wearing my headphones, so I can't hear the bark. Honestly, I don't think you guys heard it either. Because I have desktop sounds off when I'm over here painting. You're really gonna make me sign in to... No, I don't want fucking Face ID. I don't have Face ID set up. Is that bad? Do you think I should? I just don't like Face ID because it never understands my glasses. I'm in. Okay, so now I can actually see who it was. All I know is that I got it. Madai, thank you. Thank you, Madai. Thank you, Madai. I streamed twice on my birthday last year. Free armor trimming. Armor trimming. I'm gonna need that help, actually. The armor trimming help. Because that's literally what I'm doing right now. I'm doing free armor trimming. Because our little guy here, the bits that are on his shoulder that I left not blue are white. Can you believe how evil that is? That's not a race joke. It's evil to have to paint anything literally white. But it sure does look nice. I mean, it can be a race joke if you want it to be. dunking on white people tends to be fun. Especially if you're white. If you dunk on white people, everyone always goes, "You're my favorite güerito," you know? That wasn't so bad, actually. That little lightning bolt, picking that out. That wasn't terrible, huh? I think, they reformulated this paint, Corax White. I believe they reformulated it, and it has way better coverage. I think historically, this thing has been super chalky and super yucky. But I think in the past couple of years, they reformulated it, and it's not so bad. This is the hard part. This face, I'm not sure if the entire thing is white. I know it's not on the shield, but I think on the shoulder pad, the whole thing is white. So... it has really tiny details on the edges. Like, getting this bit's easy. It's getting the rest of it that's not. Because it has, like, little stars that go out into the blue. Poscus? Poskos? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Acrylic marker pens? Oh. Wait, would that do alright with white? Over blue/silver? My tummy's grumbling. Am I finally hungry? They're kind of up there in price, but they actually do well. Interesting. I've never heard of them before. Making sure to keep my brush damp so that when I'm using this tiny amount of paint, it flows. But the things that I'm worried about are like the little... Come on. There we go. Like the little star pattern. Like the tiny bit, like right there. I can't even see a lot of them. They're there. I just have to trust my brush to pick them out. But I'm barely putting any paint on my brush at all. And any mistakes I make, I'll just clean up with blue. Because putting blue over this will be really easy. It's putting the white over the blue that's hard. So that's why I was trying to avoid making any mistakes earlier. Luckily, there isn't too much of this to do per guy. And if you're a little messy, that's okay. And if you subtly mess it up, no one's gonna notice. But now that this face is all white, it's kind of hard to make out the details. We'll worry about that later. We'll fix that later. Remember, kids, always play around with your water cup. It's fun. I'm gonna shake this paint till it goes up again. 0.7 millimeter to like a couple centimeters thick. Oh, crazy. Maybe I'll look into that. But if they're expensive, then I'm not getting those. Also, I should keep using brushes when I can. when it makes sense. Because otherwise my brush skills will get rusty. I should practice them, you know? Okay, and now the big shield. So the face is actually gold, but the lightning is white. So that's super freaking annoying, am I right? So like this. But if you're following along at home, just take your time, barely touch the model with your brush. As long as your brush is a little wet and your paint isn't super thick, it should flow off even with the lightest touch. So just very gentle. Hello, lid. And as far as I know, we were discussing shaky hands. My hands used to shake something fierce. But I think it's a combination of practice and then also low-key going to the gym. My muscles are just more used to being tensed up. They're more stable than they were before. But they used to shake really bad. A painting like that isn't that hard. It's the hardest bit is to keep your hands still. It's because you're barely touching the model. I'll never touch the blue as long as I'm in control of my hands. The annoying part is that I have 10 of these liberators, right? These guys. And actually only 5 of them have shields. Thank God, I gave the rest of them double hammers. The rest of them won't have to do this. Only have to do this 5 times, forehead. Except on the rest of the liberator characters that also have white details on blue. More gym than me is impossible. I was cursed with essential tremor sadly. Well, that's unfortunate. I wonder, you know, like those spoons for people with Parkinson's? I wonder if they make other things like that. I'm not sure if a paintbrush could fundamentally work like that, though. I'm not worrying about getting white on the face in the center because it's going to be gold, so it'll be easy to cover up. Underpainting isn't as important with metallics. Yeah, Lid knows about fine detail. It's just practice. All those tiny muscles in your fingers. Form is important too. Find the thing that's most comfortable about like how to place your hands together. Like how I have my hands like braced here. Like this is what my wrists look like. They're like really pressing together on the mount. A good painting handle too is important. This thing's really sturdy and I know it's not going to move or any if I press on it or grip it really hard. And make no mistake, when I'm doing stuff like this, I am vice gripping with the Gorilla Grip on this painting handle. Like my left hand, the one that's holding it, is almost like white knuckle on this thing. Like I'm gripping this thing with force, gripping food with force. Anyone know that fucking Twitter account, Gripping Food with Force? Remember when that was really big for like 2 weeks? What freaks? You could like submit yourself gripping food with force. And it would be like someone holding a hot dog and it's the frame that the hot dog's exploding because they literally just put their entire strength into smashing it. It was a good bit with about a month of longevity, yep. And then, as all good bits do, it vanished. It didn't overstay its welcome, and for that, I respect it. Because nothing's worse than a bit that won't go away. Look, that's enough now. You've had your fun. Now come out back, I got something to show you. Good bits never die. Yeah, but there's like a statute of limitations. They gotta cool down, you know? They gotta cool down bits. Where's my gold? I'm looking for it. I love that sound. Any sound enjoyers in the chat? Oh, I gotta consult the schematics. So I know the face on the shield is gold. I want to say something else is gold. But what is it? Stormcast Liberators. The shield trim. I think that might be it. There isn't a lot. Oh, the shoulder trim. Okay. There is a little bit. There is a little bit, but it's not a lot. It's small details, small details. That's fun. This guy's gonna paint up really quick, which is good, because he's the, he's the infantry for the Stormcast. Oh, well, there goes the guy from Uzumaki. He fell off the fucking peanut butter again. Will he ever stay on that peanut butter? I don't know. So it's stuff like this. See what I'm talking about with metallics? Look how smooth that went on. Oh, it's so fun to paint metallics. Especially over big flat areas like the edge of the shield. Oh, it's so fun. I bet that feels good as fuck for the model, too. I'm just gonna use the edge of the brush to make sure I get that edge. Oh, it went blurry. Camera! Thank you. I was talking about getting the edge, like right... Like you kind of turn your brush like perpendicular to the model, and you can see that raised edge that's blue here, and you just kind of, and you just very lightly pick it out. These are actually more than the Space Marines. I think this model might be the most beginner-friendly model I've ever painted. You can learn a lot of good fundamentals here painting just these. Lots of good brush control. Oh, there's some metallic paints I've been looking for. They're the Vallejo Air metal colors. Vallejo tends to be stocked by normal hobby stores, so I'm gonna go look at like Michael's and Hobby Lobby and stuff and see if I can find them, because they're meant for an airbrush, but they run off of a brush just fine. And supposedly they have like they're some of the best metallics you can find. The specifically Vallejo Air metal colors, like silver and gold. And they apparently are really good. Like award-winning painters endorse them. And any mistakes I made with the gold will just be covered up with the blue. the founders of Michaels wasn't named Michael, would that be fucked up? Honestly, I think situations like that are probably more common than you think. Like, maybe not specifically Michaels, but definitely, like, where a business is named, like, it's a name. And it's like, the founder actually isn't even named that. There was a situation, I like, was aware of it. And I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna zoom out just a little and see if camera stops struggling. Like, you just name it something that's more marketable and then pretend it's named after you. What if Chick-fil-A was named, like, Truett's? That actually kind of has kind of a nice ring to it, don't you think? Truett's. For reference, Chick-fil-A is founded by a man named Truett Cathy. And they have this propaganda up all over the stores. Like, Truett Cathy used to say, we're not in the chicken business. We're in the people business. No, you're not. You're in the chicken business. Also, I bet you he never said that. Betty Crocker. Is Betty Crocker not have anything to do with baking goods? Raising Cane's was named after the founder's dog. Wait, that's epic. Did you see that one tweet that was like, Microsoft is low-key a crazy thing to call a company? Yeah, you think Bill Gates, that was actually like a silent cry for help? He was just like, really, like, somebody's gotta fucking help me. This model is so fun. This is awesome. I'm so happy I get to paint these now. This model is so fun. It's such a simple model, but it's like such a fun thing to paint. Like, look how good he already looks. Like, you could probably call this straight up done if you wanted to. He has the money to fix it? Okay. Surgeries of that nature I am very not informed of. And I'm asking for my friend Bill Gates. Can you actually fix that? No way. You can get a new one? Reese's Pieces, named after Reese Rat? True, actually. One of these days I'll ask my mom if she can find the picture of me as a Reese's cup on my first Halloween in the hospital. That should be safe to share. It's just a pink baby as a Reese's cup. We were still in the NICU for our first Halloween. So I think the nurses dressed us up and took pictures for our mom when she came to visit. I feel like premature births are like less common now. Or maybe it's just because I never see babies. But like, I never hear about people that are a handful of years younger than me being born premature. Am I doing anything for Halloween? Probably not. I'm not really big on holidays. Connor loves holidays. He loves Halloween. He loves Christmas. Connor and Landon both. They're very big, like, vibes guys. They love vibes, and holidays really improve vibes. Younger sister was? I only know like one or two. Maybe it's just like a bias, like a confirmation bias type thing, where it's like because I'm premature, of course I've met more. But like, I used to meet them pretty often.
like people in my like age group, and now it's like I've never heard of like a 23-year-old, a current 23-year-old that was born like premature. But I know tons of like 28 and 29-year-olds. I mean, I would hope that there are less as time goes on. Any 23-year-olds in the chat? Do you guys know any preemies in your classes? Any NICU warriors? That's also a thing that preemies tend not to share unless, like, being asked. It's not like, hey, I'm a preemie, haha. It's like, if you're talking about when you were born or, you know, stuff like that. It's not something that would commonly come up. I think I just put my pinky in wet paint on a shield. I didn't. Let's go. He has a couple more details that are gold. Just a couple. I don't think I know any in the 30s bracket. Interesting. I wonder if there was something about the mid-90s. Something in the air. The preemie babies were on the loose. Though actually, if you go back far enough, they probably just died. If we're being honest. Like, if a baby was born like 3 months early in the 60s, like, what are the odds of that baby surviving? It's gotta be really low. Hell, it's still low. We really don't have that much more. We have his weapon, we have shading, and that's kind of it. Oh, I bet you this is gold. Even if I bet you it is. You were fucked if you were born in the 1800s. I think you were fucked even if you weren't a preemie. They'd say, time to join the Confederacy, son. And then you get shot in the head by, like, a musket. Or burned when Sherman burned down Atlanta for the second time. We learned that in Georgia specifically. How many times did Atlanta get burned down? Sherman's marched to the west. He burned down Atlanta for the second time. Atlantans take great pride in our city getting burned down. Twice. Apparently. I'm guessing that this sword also has gold on it, like here. Sigmarines? True. If you can believe it, I've never painted a Sigmarine before. This is my first one. And I have a lot of them. Just about done with the gold. May do Hollowed Knights for generic purposes. Stormcast are like the blend of Thunder Warriors and Custodies. They are. Hollowed Knights. I'm painting a Hollowed Knight right now, aren't I? I don't know much about them. I'm just following the Skaven Tide painting scheme from the box because I like the way it looks. But I don't know much about the different, like, Stormcast chambers. Or are Hollow Knights the ones that are black? Or are they the ones that are gold? Hollow Knights are the silver and blue. I was thinking of Hammers of Sigmar. Hammers of Sigmar used to be the poster boys, and they changed it during Skaven Tide to be these guys. I think these guys are a little bit more marketable than just being a solid brick of gold. I am looking for this. I found it. The paint I was looking for. Can you believe it? Do you know how much I make in a year? I mean, even if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. I don't go home and work in a business big enough to be listed on the NASDAQ. Goes belly up. Any breaking batters? His little, like, scale mail. Is it just me or is the audio very quiet? You're the first person to say it, so, I hope not. I haven't messed with anything. Anyone corroborating that? Must be having an issue. Doesn't sound any quieter today, but it's also generally pretty quiet. Really? It shouldn't be. But also, maybe I just need to, like, what? Put my microphone here? Did that jump scare anybody? I'm sorry. I always forget you gotta eat, you gotta munch on your, Shure SM7B. This is technically what it's always supposed to sound like. This close. It's hard to paint with it this close to my face. It gets in the way. So I tend to scooch it off to the side. Have your phone at 100% volume? Well, I'm really happy that nobody said anything the whole time for how many weeks I've been streaming like that. Makes me really great. Makes me feel like I've really been delivering quality content with the help of my viewer base. Historically everyone loves to max out the volume on their computers when they're watching something. So I'm really happy that you guys gave me the opportunity to contribute to that. Streamer, but don't you want... No. I don't watch my own content. Not for a millisecond. Name one person on Earth who likes hearing their own voice. Elon Musk. Name 2. Donald Trump. Name 3. You can't. There's nothing wrong with my voice, but like a normal human, I don't like to hear it. Yeah, so he's got his little scale mail, just in a different metallic to break it up. Look how good he looks. Wow. He looks so fun. Taylor Swift? I saw how many awards she got at the VMAs. What's that about? Mind you, I don't think I've heard a Taylor Swift song, like a new one, in years. Like, I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In, whatever song that is, Trouble, right? That might be the last song that I know she released. I saw a post on Twitter yesterday about like peak white mediocrity when you look at Taylor Swift, and it's like literally true. Literally true. She is mediocre. There is nothing good about her music. It's not bad, but it's nothing like standout either. Like taking home 7 awards at the VMAs good? I don't think so. Also, she didn't show up dressed up like some kind of Joan of Arc. So she doesn't win any points for that. I would guess you're not the target demographic, but I feel like a ton of people feel this way. Are white women really that large of a silent majority? White women? Because, like, how come white men don't make somebody that famous? If that's the case. Wait, we did. His name's Dr. Disrespect. We know how to choose him. That's a joke, obviously. Doc is not as famous as Taylor. The average American is a white woman in her mid-late 30s. I'd believe that. Any of them want to hit me up? I'm down to clown with a 35-year-old. Post Malone? I wouldn't call him mediocre in the same way that Taylor Swift is. Like, I don't think his music is that noteworthy, but he actually has something going on. Dr. Disrespect's Eras tours? No, when he got, came out and said he was texting a minor, it ruined the tour. It ruined the tour. We're nearly done. We have a couple more things to do. What am I painting today? This is a Stormcast Eternal Liberator. Did you see he played Deadlock and everyone on his team instantly left? Yup. That was so funny. I would do it too. If I was on in a game and Dr. Disrespect joined my team, see ya. That's the funniest thing in the world. Not only do you get to make a stand against Dr. Disrespect, you also get to ruin his content. That's awesome. That rules. Ruining big streamers' content is always funny. And by big streamer, I mean like big streamer. Not like 2,000 views. I'm talking like 20,000 views. I'm looking for this. Oh, this is empty. I need another Black Templar. Bumping the mic. See, this is why I don't like to put it here. My giant bicep just fucking bumped that shit. I'm looking for Grim Black. Did I have it out? Oh, I did. I put way too much paint on the palette. And by way too much, I mean like 5 drops. This guy is huge. Nah, because I wasn't feeling well. I haven't been to the gym in like 3 days. I feel like shit. I'm so small. That one speed clip where he's playing Fortnite and trying not to laugh, that shit is so funny. So it's kind of hard to tell, but his armor is actually trying to imitate like actual armor. His shoes, he has shoes. The greaves go on top. So like this is a shoe. So if you want to take one of these guys down easy mode, hit him with that hamstring cut, hit him with the old Achilles heel, and you can get him. Did I deflate? You do. It's been like 3 days since I was able to go to the gym, and I'm literally smaller. It's awful. Like, what an awful day, a terrible night to have a curse. My curse is being too quirky, to be clear. It's funny how when getting sick and being unable to go to the gym is so relatable. Yeah, I mean, everyone who goes to the gym, when you can't go for reasons outside your control, it feels like shit. I think they were talking about it in the Best in Jest a week or two ago. How the gym kind of like is like a hobby, and it literally is. So being unable to go, it's like, well, shit, what the fuck am I supposed to do with my time? Sit here in bed? Be a lazy fuck? And the answer, unfortunately, is yes, because you're sick. It also hurts not having Landon and Connor here. It's been harder to go. I've gone when I've been feeling up to it, but it's been a lot harder to go without them here. Going to the gym by yourself is a sad time. I feel for you guys who don't have any gym bros. Stronger and braver than the troops. Still not there. Landon got home a day ago, I believe. And he's been busy, so he hasn't been able to go, which is fine. You know, he lives his life, I live mine. But not having my little buddies. Imagine like while they were gone, I like increase my like max lift by like 40 pounds, and they come back and I'm like lifting more than Landon. In like 4 days I increase my max by like 500%. You have your Pilates instructor? She's like a gym buddy, except we're not friends and I'm paying her, and she yells at you. And actually, wait a second. Having a white woman yell at me? Hey Siri, look up Pilates near me. She denied me. Yeah, she doesn't know where I am because I'm not giving Apple my location. They already have it, but I'm not doing it that easily. You're gonna have to work a little harder for that. If he's gonna dox me, that's alright. It'll be looking up Pilates in Las Vegas. I'd go to the Pilates lesson, and there's a private jet outside, and I go, Taylor Swift? I don't even know how she sounds. I was gonna try to imitate her, but like, what is a thing that Taylor Swift says? Oh, Travis, I love how stupid you are. That's probably pretty good, right? Automod didn't like that one, Wolfram. I got you. Automod said, Wolfram, you're being a racist. And they denied that. But that's not racist. That's just true. I just don't know what, like, she'd say, you know? Like, if you're trying to, like, impersonate, like, Lil Nas X, like, you know the kind of thing that you should be saying, right? Because he has, like, a very loud and well-known personality. But, like, what does Taylor Swift say? You know? Actually, no, I don't want this paint. I want this one. It's me, Taylor Swift, and I love flying in my private jet. I love being bigger than everyone else. I love to fly high above the peasants. I'll kill him. I'll kill a poor person, says Taylor Swift. There are tiny gemstones that I'm going to try to pick out in white so that I can go over them in a different color. Like on the forehead of the shield, it's hard to tell because the reflection on the metal, but there's a gem in his forehead that I've painted white, and his hammer has them too. So I'm going to try to do the same there. I was shocked when she actually endorsed Kamala. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I didn't think she would either. It's not that I thought that she'd endorse Trump, but I just thought she'd stay silent. I thought she'd stay silent. So props for that, Taylor. Actually doing something good with your astronomically, insanely huge platform. Good for you, Taylor. Nice. Okay. She is the silent majority. Like, she has, like, their control rod. She does. She has their control rod for sure. She gets to decide what they do. I still truly don't understand, like, the phenomenon that is Taylor Swift. As someone who doesn't really like her or her music, I don't dislike her either, but it's like, of all the people, right? Like, of all the people that we're gonna make more famous and richer than God, like, how come this one? How come this one? I'm trying to paint his little scabbard, and it's kind of hard, so I'm sorry if you can't see. I'm picking out his belt and, like, the straps. For those of you following along at home, this is Garagak's Sewer, which is quite a profane paint to be using on leather for a Stormcast, but it's a nice dark brown. alternatives, dryad bark. If you have speed paints, dark wood, I believe. But yeah, Garagak Sewer is what I'm using on the leather bits here. Because I like that color, Garagak Sewer. Let's try to be honest though. Let's say you were as rich as Taylor Swift. Would you not fly your private jet everywhere? I think she uses it for things she probably shouldn't, like a 20-minute flight. Just have your driver drive you. But like I would be using that bitch all the time. Dead ass? No? I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad person. But I'd be using it for things like flying all over the fucking world. I'm trying to pick out his belt. And it is hard. I like boats better. Yeah, but a boat takes 7 years. Used it at the drive-thru? Oh. Guys, sorry to do this to you, but new stream goal, $70,000. 90-day pole-to-pole cruise. You guys got it, okay? You guys got it. Pole-to-pole, 90-day cruise. You guys can't come with, but I'll make sure to update you on how it goes. Imagine being in LA traffic jam and the girlie next to you sees your Taylor Swift and gets out of her car and comes up to say hi. That actually is a good point. Like I Show Speed getting mobbed in like Amsterdam. But also, that's why you stay strapped. If I was Taylor, I'd have that thing on me, bro. It's like a Disney cruise, I think. What are they called? It's like Atlantic cruises. Or Alaskan cruise? I don't know. I don't remember what company it was. But they're the ones that go to Antarctica. Like the ones that Alira and Pomu Rainpuff were probably on. Thinking about them makes me sad. Alira and Pomu. I hope they're still friends. I understand why maybe they can't be publicly, but maybe at least in private. Because they seemed like they had a lot of fun together, those two. They went to space. I don't know what it is about the Sigvald Burgundy, but it's like the best color for like sword hilts or grips and hammer grips. Like this like deep burgundy color, like that shit just looks good. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it. But I use it on my Space Marines too. They're probably still friends, hopefully. Yeah, I definitely get it if she doesn't want to make it obvious that they are, for sure. Because Lyra isn't necessarily liked anymore, unfortunately. But yeah. For their sakes, I hope they can still be, they're still friends. Just about done with this bitch. Just about done. We have a little bit more to go. Oh my god, my fucking GW is out of Nuln Oil. I haven't seen them Nuln Oil there in like a month. Get Nuln Oil, please. I'm asking you, please. I need some. I have like 9% of a bottle in here. I need my Nuln Oil, man. I'm fixing for it. I'm scratching my arms for Nuln Oil. I gotta get on my knees and beg. Maybe. I go, please, sir, please. My minis. They're so flat and unshaded. I need the Nuln Oil, please. See, like there's a little gem on the forehead. Isn't that fun? Wow. And the hammer has one too. And that's how we painted them white, because then the red really pops. You understand? You gotta tell that Stormcast to pop that shit. Even if they're the only one in the club doing it. They gotta pop it. You know what I mean. Okay, now we're gonna clean up that blue a little bit. I can see it. The ever-present and ever-evil water droplet. You see it? Oh, it was there for just 1 second. There it is. The evil water droplet. There he is. Gotta be careful. They'll try to sabotage you. And I'm just cleaning up the blue on the shield a little bit. Some areas where I got some gold on it. And it might need a little bit more opacity. In just a couple spots. The paints I'm using, can you use them on plastic models? These are plastic. They are plastic. I prime them in something that makes them look metal, but these are plastic. You just have to make sure you prime before you paint. But if you can use these paints on anything as long as it's primed. The primer is what you need. He's looking really good. Imagine like 10 of these guys all in a big line. They look pretty lit, actually. We just have a couple steps to go. They got really big bases, though. I am looking for Holy White. Holy White. Where is it? Are you Holy White? Nope, I need Blinding Light, not Holy White. Thought it was metal. Freerin is metal. You can see where I was holding and the primer didn't cover. She's pewter. But, nah, this is plastic. It weighs nothing. So now we're finally gonna address the white details that I have did at the very beginning and then haven't touched since then. I'm going to take some of the Blinding Light Speed Paint, which is the whitest, pastiest, white bread, Wonder Bread, fucking no spice looking paint I have that's still a speed paint. And you run this over this detail, and the details will come back because you can see it's kind of a white blob. And we'll make sure it doesn't pool too much. And that'll bring the definition back to the shape. Wipe the paint off your brush, poke at it a little bit, make sure you're good, and then we leave it. Got a little bit on the pauldron, but we'll clean that up. See, and now you can make that out way better than you could before. The different detail, little shapes. And we'll just use that on the other white stuff too. The evil water droplet tried to assassinate me. I saw it. It ran down my brush into the paint. Gotta pull from an area that doesn't have water in it now. Evil bitch. Evil water bitch. So like the lightning bolt gets a little bit. And all of these little things. And again, if I get any on the gold or the blue, we'll just clean up. Cleaning up over white is really easy. So I'm not worried. Droplet want to be dead. My models were a bit too clean. It was trying to kill me. But once that's done and we clean up, we're done. While we're waiting, I guess there's one detail. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Here's where I'm kind of split. I can shade the metallics, but the whole point of these guys is they're angelic warriors. So I don't want to shade them too much because I think they're supposed to be really shiny. I think what I'll settle for is I'll shade the gold a bit conservatively and then leave the silver as is, because the silver is kind of dull because it came out of a spray can. So like this big face on his shield, that needs some shade because it's a big important bit. So we'll use our Reichland Flesh Shade and shade this. But I'm keeping not very much on my brush because I still want it to be very bright, but I want the details to stand out. Picking out the little rivets, his little nose. And you can see now, looking at that, how much better it looks after 5 seconds of work. Now you can see the face. Again, that's something that noob painters, that's the second thing I'll tell them. Thin your paints and abuse the shit out of shades. They are so free. You barely have to use any. You know, like he has these little like triangle cutouts in his shield here at the top, and I'll just run some shade into there so we can see him. See? And now you can see them where before you couldn't. And the shade looks really opaque, but it when it dries, it shrinks up and the pigment kind of disperses a little bit. But abuse shades. If you are a new painter, step 1, thin your paint. Step 2, abuse shades. They are free. They make you look like you put in so much work. Like, wow, look at all the subtle detailing I did on this gold face. No, actually, I just slopped some shade on it in 5 seconds. But you don't have to tell people that. You could tell them, yeah, it took a lot of work. You know, I spent about 7 hours on this mini. They'll think you're a goated painter. You're lying to them. You're lying. You're a liar. Maybe you are a goated painter. I think anyone who paints minis is goated. It takes a lot of bravery to paint. That's the oil, right? No, I don't use any oils. They're all acrylic paints. The one I'm using right now specifically is Reikland Flesh Shade from Citadel. It's meant for shading faces in, like, Caucasian skin tones, but conveniently, it is also really good for shading gold. It adds a richness, because it's a very warm shade. It adds a richness in the shadows. It's this. Reikland Flesh Shade. It is a gloss shade, so it'll dry kind of shiny, but matte varnish will tidy that up for you. Making sure I don't miss anywhere. Like his little scabbard down here has gold on it. I want to make sure I pick that out. Okay, well, I mean, we'll clean up the blue and then he's done. Well, then we have to do peanut butter and tufts. This is a really good tufts model, though. I feel really good about this. Is Microsoft Sword? Yeah. Just a few areas where, like, I might have gotten gold on the blue or white on the blue. And just a little dab of the blue and it will cover right up. This blue is a base paint, so it's like super opaque, like really. So like if you look at this, like on the lightning bolt, where I slop that speed paint all over, it should cover like literally instantly in one coat. You just gotta make sure to actually hit it. And it's gone. Why does my pup sleep on your shoes? Because they smell like you. It makes them feel comfortable and safe. The sniffer. Anybody know the band Flyleaf? I know Lid does. How come bands like them really aren't around anymore? Like, is there a band that you could call like the modern Flyleaf? With like really strong like female vocalists in like the rock genre, you know? Women aren't in rock anymore. They're all like pop stars and rappers. Of course, Lid would know a whole bunch to name off. Thank you, Lid. The thing I like about the Stormcast is they almost look like robots. Like there's no skin on this guy. For some reason, it's more believable that there's a human under the Space Marine suit than this one. But do you see how much time we saved spraying them silver? The amount of ground we didn't have to cover? Kind of goated. There's a gem on this head, too. Peanut butter time. It's okay if you get it on his feet. He's been walking through the dirt. The advantage of them having giant bases is that this is an easy step. I don't have to worry too much about it. Though they do have a gap where a rock or something was supposed to go that I just didn't want to put on there. So I have to make sure to cover that up with a good layer so that the gap is filled. And the peanut butter works a lot like a paint. You want to make sure you get enough on because it shrinks when it dries and you don't want it to expose the base. So just get a good layer on there. And even though it's our peanut butter brush, we're going to wash him so that he stays trusty and good to us. Shit, I should have bought Black Legion, and I didn't. Fuck. I'm gonna need more. I use so much Black Legion, I run through this stuff. Because it goes on my bases, it goes on my Space Marines. Fuck. Fuck the Black Legion life. Spoken like a true loyalist. Good on you, conscript lid. Here, now take this las gun. The orcs are coming. For reference, the Black Legion is like the poster boys of chaos. Formerly the Sons of Horus. Now the Black Legion. The foremost chaos space marines. They're like the inverse ultramarines. We're not ready to die? You're in the 41st millennium. The average lifespan's about 10. The second you're old enough to pick up a las gun, your life expectancy drops to about 3 days. Oh, bump the mic with the brush. See, this is why I don't like it over here. I'm surprised that it was still like pretty quiet, though, because I have OBS base boosting me, and I have the Cloud Lifter base boosting me. Luckily in 40k, sexism doesn't exist. Women are just as likely to get thrown into the meat grinder. Isn't that great? Humanity is unified, but also they're all racist Nazis. That's the trade-off. At least they're girl bossing. Yeah. I saw some posts about people saying Space Marine 2 is hashtag woke because of they have a diverse like group of color as the main Space Marine squad, and the major in charge of the Imperial Guard regiment on the world is a woman. Can you guess who the Imperial Guard liaison was in the first game? They were also a woman, but nobody cared about that one. The climate has changed. Back in 2014, nobody gave a shit. But now, like the fucking culture war, they gotta make sure to say that they don't like that a woman is in charge of the military in Space Marine 2. And she's not even like in charge of all of the military or anything. She's in charge of the planetary defense in one planet of like 1 million. She's only a major. They've gone woke. Next thing they're gonna do, TikTok dances. I know Captain Titus is absolutely gonna hit the gritty in the DLC. I can just sense it. Sorry, Lieutenant Titus. He's not a captain anymore. He was demoted. Space Marines in Fortnite when? I'm kind of shocked they're not. It might have something to do with them just having really big, like, silhouettes. But there are other things in Fortnite that have big silhouettes. Thanos, Venom, Hulk. So, maybe not. I'm looking for my tufts. They're all covered up by all the transfers I've thrown in here. We got Peter Griffin? Yeah, but not in his normal state. You had to get buff Peter Griffin, right? And I know you're a big Family Guy stan. I've never liked Family Guy or American Dad or Futurama. I don't know why. I've never enjoyed those shows for some reason. These guys have pretty big bases, so I think maybe 4 tufts. Or can I get away with 3? 3 I can get away with. You want to try to find the happy medium with tufts because they're expensive, so you don't want to use too many. Some ASMR. Yeah. Well, I'm really happy with that. They're very simple, but here, I'll put them back on the handle so it's easier to see. Actually, is his paint dry? Mostly. Ooh. Ta-da. He looks really good. I'm actually really, really happy with that. The thing is, he was clean, but then also, like, metallics are, like, cheating. Like, he looks so good because metallics are cheating. They apply so smooth, and they're so opaque. He looks really clean because he's, like, 90% metallics. But still, he looks really good. I'm really happy with that. Wow. Look up the box art. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm not a box art standard painter, but as far as emulating it in my more fast and less give a shit style, it looks really good. I have 2 more to do here on the desk, but I don't know if I want to do these. Because then it would just be doing the same thing I just did again. And I'm not sure if I want to do that. I want to do at least 1 more model today, though. Let me go look. I have all of them primed, so let me go look. think we're gonna be brave. We're gonna be brave with the next one.
What the? Wait. I saw that too. What was that? I wonder if me getting up jostles the capture card and so it defaults to the next scene. What the? Oh well. So we're gonna get him out of the way, and we're gonna get this guy on. The flying guy. A lot of the fundamentals on this guy are gonna be exactly the same. However, this model looks a lot more impressive because it's the flying guy. Gods, I don't know how I'm doing this. The wings are going to be really hard. I will. I'm going to open up the schematics so I can reference them when I need to. Stormcast. These are the new prosecutors. Downloading. We're almost done downloading. And by downloading, I mean downloading into my brain, not like downloading onto my phone. My brain works like a computer. I don't know about you guys, but that's how mine goes. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the pose seems scary, but I actually don't think this is going to be that bad. So just like the other one, we're going to start with the blue because the white goes on top. And so we want to make sure that we get the blue first. Because we don't want to cover up any of the white with blue because that's going to be a pain in the ass to fix. The more I paint, the more I kind of like just using the baby brush all the time. $1 billion hour streaming coming? Yeah, I don't think so. So the inner ring of the shield is blue. It would be fun one day to do like a subathon and just like see how long we could go and how many models I could get done. But I feel like after like 6, I would be absolutely exhausted. You know? Mini subathon? What does that entail? And you mean mini in size, not mini like the miniatures, right? It's hard to keep this guy in frame. His pose, he's so tall. Remember how we were struggling with Vastor? Kind of similar.
Come on, me. September. September's halfway over. And I'd be really depressed if we did a subathon. Everyone's already subscribed. There's no one to gift. There's no one to gift to. It would end after like 3 hours. Don't mean those kind of subs. What the? We got the freaklet in chat, apparently. I'm starting to get into that state where I'm just having fun painting and I don't want to fucking talk. I just want to paint. $5 footlongs? Literally never. There's no way you could ever get that much food for that price anymore. Not in America. Because like you said, we used to be a country. But not anymore. Biden made sure of that. Motherfucker. Bring back my footlong. My $5 footlong, you greedy old fuck. Something that I wasn't expecting to make this pose hard is the shadows. It's so tall that like the light and the tripod are like casting a shadow onto it. And I gotta keep moving it to make sure that I can fucking see what I'm doing. They said their bread was cake? What? What does that mean? Oh, in Ireland it got moved in the cake category because there's too much sugar? Well, then they're just weak, honestly. Eat your fucking sugar, Irish. They had to admit their bread wasn't actually bread? Well, yeah, it was something yummy. Something yummier, you know? Yummy in my stomach. Europeans are very serious about their bread. They're very serious about most things, I find. The only things Americans are serious about is racism and guns. We're not a very serious people otherwise. We're serious about Sydney Sweeney. I learned she was 27 yesterday. What the fuck? Should I just kill myself? Like, what do you mean she's 27? Sydney Sweeney. I didn't look it up, but I saw someone post like, "Oh, Sydney Sweeney recently celebrated her 27th birthday or something." And it's like, she was how old? You have no idea who that is? Oh, you'd recognize certain parts of her probably. There's a certain demographic that only ever talks about her. Her titties were gonna save the American values, the nuclear family. This is what America is all about, they would say. The woke mob's not taking her down. Huh? Look her up. Sydney Sweeney. She's actually a good actress, but people only ever talk about her boobies. All that happened and she immediately did a film where she gave birth to Satan. Yeah, then she instantly did like an anti-Christian, like fucking anti-Christ film. I think I watched the kill count on that. I watched something on that. It actually seemed like a pretty fun film. Yeah, it was a film about the, what was it? The Immaculate Conception. There was a while, the media would only ever talk about her boobies. Sydney Sweeney, she's so famous. You know, this is what women are all about, you know? None of that woke LGBTQ stuff. White lady with big honkers. I'm not insane. It really happened. It was like for weeks. For weeks, that's what they were talking about. Immaculate Conception or the birth of Jesus? It was mirroring, it was about an Immaculate Conception, not about the birth of Jesus. We love boobies in America. I respect it. But also, she was being used like as a anti-trans, anti-LGBT, anti-color thing, when she was just a white lady with like, you know, F cups or whatever. Oh, you guys can't fucking see. I'm painting the wing. lots of surface area. It is flat, so you gotta make sure that you spread the paint around. I had barely heard of her before this year. Sweeney. I've never been a Euphoria watcher. I'm definitely not the target demographic for that. Pushing 30, straight edge white man is not the Euphoria demographic. How expensive are the paints? Depends on which ones. Probably between $5 and $8 a pot for Citadel. For like Vallejo, less, maybe 4. For speed paints, probably 5 or 6. Your roommate was big into her? Me too. She and I are peers. We're close in age. Do you think I have a shot? Do you think she likes her white boys a little quirked up? A little nerdy, perhaps? That sounds okay for the quantity. Yeah, people complain about paint prices, especially like GW paints, but you get a lot. It's just annoying because GW's like 20 to 30% more expensive than competitors, and that's really what they're complaining about. It's not the overall price, it's just that that they're more expensive than many alternatives. This is going to take forever. Just FYI. Painting these wings. It'll be worth it, but it's going to take forever. Hit her up on her Instagram. Surely she'll answer. Do you think if I send her a pic of my minis in my Microsoft that she'll respond? It all comes back around. Everything in this world is connected. Ophi, what's up? Welcome in. You're the Lone Raider? What's up, Terry? You just missed it. We were debating on whether or not I had a chance with Sydney Sweeney. How's it hanging? Oh no. It's well. We are painting Stormcast. I've been waiting weeks to paint these. For various reasons, I've been unable to get the paints I need for my Stormcast, but today I was finally able to. Wait. What? I'm lost. Mios cameo. What? Is there something I missed? It's me? What account is... Oh, hi. Why do you have so many accounts? Sharp hands? 70 alt counts? Bro. Homer Lily, why do you have so many accounts? Well, that's an okay coat on the front half of the wings. Now I gotta do the back. Fuck. And the front isn't even done. They're patchy. I'll have to go over them again. You know, I've been painting so many Space Marines, it feels good to paint something else. Not just something else like as in 40k, but like something else like from a different setting. Like paint something that's from a... Come on, camera. Thank you. Like Age of Sigmar. Don't worry, guys. I haven't forgotten about all the Skaven. I've needed paints for them, too. Those unrelated paints earlier might have been for them. Why is Sydney Sweeney's fiance so ugly? I didn't even know she was engaged. It's fucking over. I'm actually doing it for real this time. She's engaged? No, man, no. Wait, is he white? If he is, then she found the quirkiest white boy around. He actually did it. He won. Good for him. No one makes good decisions in their 20s. I started this hobby in my 20s. I think that was a pretty good decision. I've gotten a lot of joy out of it. I've spent a lot of money on it. I spent a lot of y'all's money on it. I have another account because I don't want to do the how do you say that song dance every time I interact in a new stream. Is it V2? That makes sense. But then also, then maybe you shouldn't have named yourself Miosk. If that is your real name. Harlot. He just some dude, not who you'd expect with Sydney Sweeney, but that means he did it. And she chose a man that was, like, probably funny. And maybe he can cook well. And maybe he's got, like, a 12-incher, who knows. It's always the sleepers that tend to have that. You never really know. He looks greasy? Oh no. Like ragamuffin greasy, where he's kind of charming, or like yucky? I'm now realizing as I block in these wings, I probably should have been painting the flames white too. Fucking camera. Evil. Guys, I don't want to go to work. Just don't. What's the worst that could happen? Camera, are you gonna be good? He looks Italian, like there was a bunch of rumors he was a restaurant or a pizza guy. But wasn't that just them people being racist? Greasy white guy, gotta be Italian. I think he is Italian, just doesn't make pizza. Heard. I mean, as someone who's partially Italian and has a lot of Italian family, a lot of them are kind of greasy. I'll make it a pizza. No pizza? What's the point? What's the freaking point? He was in utero during the Valentine's Day massacre? Wouldn't that make him like 100? Right? I'm thinking of the right thing, right? The Valentine's Day massacre? Like the original Scarface? Like the 1932 Scarface? Do you guys know that? That Scarface wasn't new? Like, there was an original Scarface in, like, literally, like, 1932. And it was also a mobster movie. I would know, because in college, I took a fun elective, and it was on mobster films. It was like a film analysis course, all on mobster films. Not monster films, mobster films. So Goodfellas and Scarface and The Godfather. Yeah, I think we might have watched The Departed. It was actually a really fun course. I liked it a lot. Monster Mobster sounds dope. Yeah, kind of does. Quick. Someone commissioned Link to draw Godzilla, and the Godzilla kaiju is mobsters. We get set subjects for everything, no electives. In college? Because I'm talking college. Like, I got to choose all my courses in college. Like, you just look at the curriculum, your degree needs X amount of credits, here are the things that fulfill them, pick. Miaska, what the fuck are you talking about? For the Godzilla con? Oh. Looking good, Mr. Rat. Thanks, Hampter. Thank you, Hemela Hampter. We are painting Age of Sigmar Stormcast Eternals today. This is a Prosecutor, one of the new ones from the Scaventide box. It's been assembled and primed for weeks, and I've been unable to get the paint that I needed for it until today. Now, finally, I can put some fucking paint on this B word. Please don't one guy me, I'm very susceptible to it. Okay, well that's all the white done. It only took 30 hours. Fuck's sake. That took so fucking long. But we persevered. Silly moment over? Good. Fucking better be. Your days are about to be very numbered. I hope Mr. Bark's having a good day. I hope he's sticking it out, you know? He has the same bone. Like that bone that you showed him with. Our wiener dogs always had the same kinds. I guess they're a pretty common type of bone, but they like those kind of small, like, little ones. He's barking right now. He's so awesome. The corgis, what type of dog are they? Are they like terriers? They're not hounds, I don't think. What like classification is the breed? Welsh? Okay, but that's not like a type. Like a dachshund is a hound. You know, there are terriers, there are like shepherds. I don't think corgis are hounds. What type of dog are they? The camera really doesn't like this model. It's too tall. My brain is being weird because I just thought of the Titanic kind of scene, but it's Furin going, paint me like one of your minis. I mean, I can. She's right here. Sporting? I don't know. Are they like farm dogs? They were like working dogs? Like herding? They're herding dogs? Mm-mm. That's a bad angle for it. This way. I tend to find that pulling down is easier than pushing up. So if you can do that, situate your model that way. Corgis herding, huh? I can see it. It's because they got a big bark. But that's also like hunting dogs have big barks too. Like wiener dogs got a big dog bark in their little body. People always get surprised. They hear Crosby barking, then we open the door and he's what's standing there. And they go, oh, I thought you guys had a big dog. No. It's just Crosby. He was just hanging out. Okay. This is so hard to paint on camera. Like, this model is so tall. Oh, I need to ask my mom for Crosby pictures today. She never minds sending them, but she tends to not do it unless I ask or something special happened. You know, 4 coats of white, but then 1 coat of gold. It's just too easy. Gold metallics are busted. They need to be nerfed. Also, big news, boss. Literally everything except the Wildy boss passed. Wait, that is huge. Wait, that's huge. That's so many good things. Bank QOL. What was it? A new fletching thing? Like a new mini game for fletching? What else? There were some other, like, pretty notable things. Your mom sent you puppy pics? Blessed moment? Always. I love a puppy. A hush puppy. I'm hungry. I hope this means my appetite's coming back, because I haven't eaten before like 9 p.m. like all week. Quest, giant bosses, bank stuff, fletching, etc. That's awesome. Let's go RuneScape. Old school RuneScape moment, Tanner. That's an old school RuneScape W. Bumped the mic. Oops. A white boy without an appetite is an angel without wings. Literally true. White boys are eaters, for sure. We love to eat. I was gonna say something else, but I think you guys can do the work. Tanner, I think you should have some hamburger helper, motherfucker. Have some of that hamburglar. Bye, Mios. Let's get that money. That's the saddest thing I ever did, so... He has another shoulder pad that I didn't paint. Am I an idiot? Yeah. I am. I know you guys can't really see the wings are blocking. But that's just the nature of this model. It's gonna be hard to see. Like getting that gold blocked in, it already looks like really good. You can imagine anything. Okay, okay. The best in jest. All right. They were talking about visualization. I think this might have been 2 weeks ago. Visualization and like imagining, and you know how like some people supposedly like can't imagine something? Like you tell them to rotate an apple in their head and they can't. They don't understand like what that means. Landon was like confused. Like he didn't think that it was possible for someone to not be able to. But like there are people who can't, right? There are people who can't visualize, right? But like but I'm kind of with him in the fact where I don't understand what that looks like. Because, like, they know what an apple looks like. But then you tell them to picture it, and it's like, what, they can't? Like, what does that mean? Like, does that mean they don't have a mind palace? I know that's what that is, but, like, what is that, like, what happens then? Do they just don't know how to imagine? They can't? Like, I don't understand. That's my problem. Because, like, I can rotate an apple. I think my imagination's pretty good, actually. Do you guys ever, like, see someone, like, you're driving or in the passenger in a car, and you, like, see someone on the road or, like, nearby, and you can, like, instantly imagine what stuff looks like that from their perspective? Like, I know I got a mind palace. I can literally see out of other people's eyeballs instantly if I want to. Yesterday I was in the drive-thru at Panda Express, and a truck drove by, and there was a kid hanging out the window. And I instantly was like, oh, well, that's what it looks like from his eyes right now. Like, I can imagine it instantly. Like, can Landon and people like that not do that? That sounds sad. That sounds so scary. This is such an awesome model, by the way. These models look so good with so little effort. Metallics are so busted. I have to work my ass off to get my Space Marines looking good. The people always say it, Age of Sigmar has better sculptors than 40k. They just get better models. And I think they might. Landon sounded like he could and just used a different word for it. Yeah, I don't know. There was like, I don't know. I can't imagine an artist like who can't imagine. How are you supposed to art? Ross O'Donovan has it? Oh. Wait, but how? If you can't visualize what you're wanting to draw, how can you draw? You don't know where you're going. Does he literally just play it by ear? He just arts like on the fly? One stroke at a time? Supposedly, Alira Pandora was one of the people I remember saying that she can't visualize it. Someone's moving in beneath us. Unrelated, but I can hear them opening and closing the door because they're carrying heavy things, so they're like slamming the door. No shit? Yeah, I remember there was a stream moment when she was talking about visualizing, like someone was like, hey, can you visualize an apple? And she said, wait, what do you mean? And there was this whole thing where I think she discovered on stream that not everybody, like people can visualize. By charging around at 2 a.m. We had downstairs neighbors, and they had 2 pit bulls that would bark all day. You guys remember I used to talk about them all the time. And they moved out, and they got replaced fast. I swear it's only been like 3 weeks. But yeah, I saw the U-Haul outside, and I saw them moving IKEA boxes into the apartment. It's a Jover. But maybe they'll be nice. Three weeks? I think so, yeah. Come on. Fucking camera, piece of shit. Motherfucker. Because I think it doesn't go back up on... It doesn't get listed right away, like that the apartment is for rent. Because they have to... They redo all the carpet and they clean the whole thing and whatever. But yeah, it seems like it took about 3 weeks for the turnaround. Landlord special. I luckily live in a place owned by a giant corporation that owns like 7 apartment complexes on our road. So while you don't have a lot of communication with them, they tend to not be awful. Like, you know what you're getting when you sign up. Like, you're not getting anything extra, but also, like, you're not going to usually get any surprises either. Like, I think our rent might have gone up $50, which is like, okay, you know, okay. I'll let you get away with that one, motherfucker. And landlords love to say that they have to adjust for the price of inflation, but then they're the same type of people who think that the minimum wage shouldn't be increased. Don't hear from your landlord for months, but then when your roof caved in and it was fixed in 2 days, yeah, that's definitely really quick. That's really good. For sure. Honestly, as long as you're a good tenant, you shouldn't be hearing from them. Pay your rent on time and they'll just leave you the fuck alone, ideally. They put a bench outside. Well, it's for sitting. You know, all that time that you spend outside of your apartment, in the walkways, in the stairwells, you know? This fucking camera. It looks right into your window? I mean, if you were an exhibitionist, that might be lit. From the comfort of your own home, you know? This camera, I swear to God, every time I look at my stream, it's out of focus. And then I get it back in focus, and then I look up 10 seconds later, out of focus again. It really doesn't like this model. I wish I still liked the anime. Landon and Connor talk about this all the time, Landon especially. I logged in Crunchyroll for the first time in months. The only person who's been using it is one of my friends who I've let use my account for years. And I looked through all of the anime in like the top 40, and I didn't want to watch a single one. Tanner, thanks, buddy. The Reeser Rat anniversary is upon us? Yeah, to the day, it's in 4 days. I literally haven't watched anything since Freerun. I haven't either. I started Konosuba, the new Konosuba, and I just stopped watching. I just didn't have any desire to keep going. It wasn't that it was like super bad. It was just more Konosuba, but it's like I just don't like it anymore. I just don't like anime anymore. In the same way, I just don't really like VTubers anymore. Like I used to watch and like follow VTubers like as like a hobby and kind of an interest, and it's like I don't even do that anymore. The only VTubers I keep up with are ones that I like know personally for the most part. I'm married to Momosusa Nene, and I haven't watched a stream of hers in a long time. I don't know. I only have time for like 2 hobbies. One of them the gym, the other one painting. And that's kind of it. Bye, Madai. It was nice seeing you here in stream. I know you can't tune in very often, so it was nice to have you. Enui. Imiwa? Nani Imiwa? Inui... I don't know what Inui means. It was the anniversary on 9/11, actually. If we want to be semantic about it. Or, not semantic, pedantic. They debuted on 9/11. Can you believe that? What did they mean by that? And UI? Huh? What is that? What are we talking about? Is this some kind of like Zen thing? Some like Buddhist thing? Of course I saw it and immediately wanted to pronounce it like it was Japanese. There's something wrong with me. They're gonna do it again? They might. I got off the horn with Achan. There was a reason she graduated. She's gonna whistle blow at any minute. They're gonna do it again. Was it even right to call Achan leaving a graduation? They kind of treated it like one. Oh, bump the mic. Very fun. Ha ha ha. Very fun. Love bumping it. I'm a white boy. I love to bump it. Did she have a goodbye stream or something? Yeah. But she was like an employee. But she was also like a forward-facing part of the company, I guess. Like the stand-in for all of the faceless employees at Cover. She humanized the corp too, which is something that many corporations like to do. But never forget, they aren't your friends. They are evil. Evil, malicious entities, corporations. Never forget. I'm painting the shoulder pad that I forgot to do. Every corporation of all kinds. Innately evil. Which which is why today I'm announcing that I'm starting my Reeser Rat Incorporated. My employees will be treated like garbage. They will want to place a bomb in our headquarters. And I will be assassinated very quickly. I almost dipped the wing in the open pot of paint. It wouldn't have mattered that much. I'm gonna consult the schematics, because I'm not really sure what to do next. Would I be the assassinator, not the assassin-tee? Don't forget tax fraud? Will that company confirm? True. Is there a sign-on bonus? No. No, there is not. I'm just figuring out the bits that I haven't done yet, what I gotta do. And I have figured it out, just about. What's the audition process like? Whichever person convinces me that they're gonna quickly pivot onto being an OnlyFans VTuber will definitely get signed on. His loincloth is blue, but has a piece of parchment in the middle, so I'm trying to paint the loincloth while avoiding the parchment. Oh, I haven't done his shoes yet. Wow, this sure is impossible. Teeny tiny detail. Thanks, Games Workshop, motherfucker. His like chainmail skirt, I think, is like bordered, like blocked in with blue. Like this bit. better from like here. And I'm just trying to block it in real quick so I can move on to something that you guys can actually freaking see. My Mind Palace, he looks amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome. What did I do with the Rune Lord Brass? I had it. I used it already. What? There it is. And this is the color of all the chainmail. Just like the scale mail on the other guy. Drinked it. It's pretty thick. You would have to really water this stuff down. That's hard to reach. Jesus. You don't need to talk about your gullet. What the hell? She's like an owl. Wow, that's so fun. So whimsy. What if humans did have gullets? That'd be really gross, I think. Though we wouldn't know a world without them, so would we think it was gross? It would just be part of daily life. Gotta empty your gullet of all the bones. So maybe not. Maybe we think it's epic. I don't really know what to do with his magic wing backpack. I'll have to look up more references. I'm assuming a lot of it's gold, some of it's silver. But I'm not 100%. So I will be looking it up. I'll do his shoes now, though, before I forget about it. Nice thing about these is they don't have any decals on them. Age of Sigmar generally doesn't have decals. I'm not sure if I could even think of a force that has them. Decals are kind of a sci-fi thing. And maybe Cities of Sigmar. I wonder if Cities of Sigmar does. Who am I Tummy's grumbling. It's about time to eat. Thank God. Eating before 9 p.m. The best day of my fucking life. We can finish this guy. We don't have too much more. We got a lot more, but not insurmountable. Because we're almost done base coating. Though I have been avoiding the elefante in the room. The flames on the wings. Though I still haven't eaten today and I got up at 11. So I'm not sure if it's fully back. But it's trying. It's trying. And I can't fault it that. $5 p.m. you can clock out. Let's go. Who up clocking they out? My poor Wraith bone is so dry. I'm just gonna have to throw this thing away. The fact that it won't close anymore is so sad. He's got a little parchment that dangles between his legs. No Microsoft for him. I don't know. I tried to fix it, and just no matter how much I try, there's something wrong with the lid. It doesn't shut all the way. So paint gets up under the lid when you close it and shake it. That's what Games Workshop wants. I have to throw this away and buy another one. They're so freaking evil. I hate the British. Yeah, Lid is a title now. We call her the Lid. Yeah, bro, just have a fucking piece of parchment between your legs. I'm sure it'll be easy to paint. I'm sure. Okay, the base coat on that is good enough. Let's do the Garagak sewer. I don't know why I'm trying to fucking close this thing. It won't. It won't stay. It is slowly dying. Running home at max gallop. Let's go. Let's go. Horse on the way home. Let's freaking go. I respect Horse for being one of the, 4 women I know that can drive. I mean, gallop. I don't know why I talk about it so often. It's just such a strange thing. That many women just don't get their license. At least in America. And not all of them have someone to drive them places. They just don't. They just Uber everywhere or whatever. And it's like one Uber is like half a tank of gas. And I get a car is expensive, but I don't know. It's scary, and also everything is close. I mean, it's not that scary. Zillion trillion people do it every day. It can't be that bad. I do it just about every day. I've not died yet. Car is a golden chariot known as the Chicago public transport system. If you have public transit, that's a bit different. But even then, like, what happens if you're ever in a situation where you need to drive? Then it might be more plausible than you think, you know? I can drive, I just don't have a car. Oh, that's different. Horse doesn't like driving downtown, so it's left up to me. I like driving. I just don't like traffic. It's not because it's scary, it's because it fucking pisses me off. I'll kill someone in traffic one of these days. America sounds terrible to live. I mean, yeah. But not because we have to drive. But not because we have to drive. Driving is very relaxing. At least I find it to be relaxing. As long as you're not in traffic, then I will kill someone. If you cut me off in traffic, you better be prepared, because you have about a 30-30 chance, like a 30-80, no, 30-70, that's math. A 30-70 chance in your favor, I guess. We'll say it's only a 30% chance that I'll do it. That I'll come out of the car with a fucking tire iron. That it's over for you. You're afraid of birds? Care to elaborate on that? I'm not judging, I'm just curious. I'm trying to learn. Why are you afraid of birds? Because a bird weighs like 1 ounce. You could punch it in the head and it would die instantly. Though I guess people are afraid of snakes and spiders. And they could die really fast. But also, snakes and spiders tend to have like a venom. A bird is like a bird. Got swarmed by birds in middle school. I guess if it's trauma related, then I get it. I guess it would have to be. Who would be afraid of a bird otherwise? Places quite beautiful in the US to live, like Chicago. I haven't been there in years. I'm sure I'll be back before too long. Someone, it's morbid, but someone in the family will die, and I'll have to go to a funeral there. And then I'll invite Lyd, and we'll have a funeral party. Oh, and Deimos too. I forgot Deimos lives in Chicago. You can go touch the bean. It's probably filthy. How often do you think they hose that thing off? Never. The Chicago bean. Make Day take a shot of Merlot. Poor Deimos. Not the shot of Merlot. Okay, so the wings are like blue flames. So I'm trying to figure out how to get them, and we'll figure it out right now. Oh, I like this color. Maybe this will be it. Maybe we'll do it in one. Fuck it, we'll do it live, you know? Is my hero. Why can't I fucking remember his name? I guess he's not my hero. The guy on Fox News. Who said that? Fuck it, we'll do it live. What was his fucking name? The Fox News host. I can't remember his name. Oh no, it's been a while since I think he was there. John Fox News. I actually can't remember his name. Bill O'Reilly. Thank you. Thank God. Bill O'Reilly. Thank God. Somebody knew it. These flames aren't going to be bright and as bright as the box art, but I think I'm okay with that. They're like really bright, and that is so much work on the box art to get them that bright. Like, I'm talking like they layer white up 8 times and then do a gradient. I think I'm just going to slap this Caribbean blue on them and call it a day. A Deimos. Deimos is Greek. What? Was it like a god of fear or something? Deimos, where are you? I don't know why I didn't place that before, that it's Greek, but of course it is. Many things are. We invented language in the modern way. Many languages sprout from us. Technically, I guess there was language before, but it wasn't, you know, most modern languages are derived from Greek in some way or another, if you go back far enough. I was worried about this looking too shiny over the silver undercoat, and it's being okay. Was he a demigod or something? I don't know. I believe he was some kind of lesser god, but I don't remember. See, it's kind of dark, but I kind of like it because it looks like flames and smoke. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll just do the other one and see how we feel about it. And then we'll start doing the finishing touches, shading. Wikipedia says day is the outer moon of Mars and the son of Ares, known as the personification of... I was literally right. You could go back in the VOD. I said I think he might be the god of fear. Remember when I said that? I'm right. Holy shit. I'm actually really smart. I forget it sometimes. Twin brother to Phobos. Yes. Both moons of Mars, Phobos and Deimos. White boy is a right boy? Okay, don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud. This has been a good stream. I've had good energy. I've been really happy with what we painted. I know you guys haven't gotten the best view, but it's hard because I really enjoy painting, and you know what I don't enjoy? Taking a break every 3 seconds to fuss with the camera. And I know you guys understand, but sometimes I wish that I could get you guys better views of stuff. Maybe, I don't know, but it's so expensive and so much work. It's getting like a ceiling mounted whole like rig so the camera can point straight down, and then I can control it that way so I don't have to fuss with like an angle. I know a lot of mini painters do that. They have a big like desk or ceiling mounted like whole rig, and they have the camera hang. Or a professional cinematographer. You're right, actually. You're right. The thing about these models is they don't stay in the ugly stage for long. Like I say, he's just about out of the ugly stage. He just has a couple things he needs to get done. And then he's done being ugly. Which is like so good for him, honestly. There's usually a stage in between priming and base coating where the mini looks really ugly. Like where you're rather in between base coating and shading, where it looks really ugly. But these don't stay too long in that stage, I don't think. Open up, skeleton horde. Open up the door, it's me. I know that, I think he's problematic, but that is a classic song. Open up the door, it's real. You know? X gonna give it to you. I think he was very problematic, but it's like, is anyone really shocked by that revelation? Because I'm certainly not. Fork found in the kitchen? Yeah. This guy has a couple gems on him too, just like the other one. One in the forehead of the shield. And one on each side of the spear. So I'm just trying to find them and pick them out. Oh, I didn't do the whole backpack thing. I forgot to look up what the hell they do with that. My guess is the box stays silver. This goes gold. Let's consult the schematics. I need to turn around, like one of them back from the back. Oh, perfect. See? Perfect. Just what we're looking for. Silver, the bottom star is gold, and the twin-tailed comet inlaid is gold. And that's it. That's nice and simple. I don't remember exactly why, but Sigmar's insignia is a twin-tailed comet. So, Hatsune Miku, twin-tailed comet. That's the guy from the street. Holy shit, Miku. Oh, sorry, Mipu. I can't believe of all the big figures I got gifted at Anime Impulse, it was Hatsune Miku, My Little Pony. That kind of rules. Like, of course it would be. You know, of course it would be. I don't even talk about My Little Pony that much. But, like, of course, that's what I would end up with, you know? What's her cutie mark? I think it's the 01 of that Miku has on her shoulder. It's the 01. I mean, I have the pony here. Yeah, it is. It's the 01. She's right here. She's got to come off her base, isn't she? Nope, she didn't this time. See? She's right here. She has a whole Miku figure. I showed that too. But, she's not right there. There's a whole Miku figure that matches her. So we're quickly approaching a problem. I don't know how to paint this guy's base. It's got like a hunk of door. We know what we do with the rocks. We all know what happens to rocks around these parts. But I don't know what the hell to do with the rest of it, which means I'll have to consult the schematics again. But first, we're going to shade all the white. I don't really want to shade the wings. I might try to shade like in the separation, like on the lines of them. Like just a faint shade. Grave Lord. Yeah, we love Grave Lord. Honestly, I don't even like that. I don't even like the shade on the wing. So I'll wipe off what I can and go over it again when it dries. We'll keep them nice and pretty. I'll do the gems. Those are dry now. So like the one on the shield. And it's right on the forehead. And then there's similar ones on the spear haft. Whoa, Infinity Stone. I love Marvel. I love Marvel. Another $100 million to Robert Downey Jr. I like Robert Downey Jr., but that shit's ridiculous. The man is simply not that good. But also, get that bag. If those silly Disney schmucks are going to pay you $100 million, then fucking go for it. Put him in Beetlejuice 3. I mean, he couldn't make the film any worse. Beetlejuice 2 was so bad. It was so bad. I can't believe how awful it was. That shit was rancid. Yeah, no, it was easily like a 3 out of 10. Your namesake, I know. She was good in it, Winona Ryder. And Jenna Ortega was good in it too. But the film was all over the place. The film was all over the place. It was just not good. Just a teeny tiny bit of blue to clean up the shoulder pad. It was all over the place and not in a good way, you know, in the way the kind of first film was kind of wacky. It was like, no, this was like 3 films that got cut apart and spliced together. There were so many things that were obviously cut. Yeah, it was really bad. It was a shame because we were excited to see it. Jenna Ortega's always good, though? Yeah. She's so purty. Love a woman with a good jawline, you know? The good jaw on her. Okay, well, the base. The schematics. What do they do with this silly door? Okay, well that's not so bad. It's a dull silver and brown. Anyone else just... The Crow wasn't good either? Yeah, the Crow got like a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. That was grim. That was really, really grim. Connor and I do this thing. Jason does it too sometimes. I think we might have all just gotten it from each other, where we add an F onto things. Brownf. The new Crow movie? Yeah. 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not good. Things that I have heard are good, though. The Penguin. The Terminator anime on Netflix. I think that's it. Oh, Transformers 1. I hear Transformers 1 is good. I want to go see that once Connor's back. I think it's coming out at the end of the month. Connor will be back long before that, but yeah. I hear that's very good, Transformers. Except for IGN, who gave it a 5 out of 10, and everyone told them to go fuck themselves. How is IGN so routinely out of touch? They are almost always, like, everyone goes, what? Who the hell, what, like, who is reviewing this? Routinely, IGN. Routinely. They're always the ones where people go, what the hell? Like, who are you? I need to see the new Huck Tour podcast. Yeah? I struggled to get that out because actually, I'm not sure if I've ever said that before. If you can believe it. I've only read it in the history books. That thing is going to be terrible. It's like the biggest like industry plant, like forced fame ever. And that poor girl is going to be a mouthpiece for probably some of the most vile and awful things that you can imagine. She's just going to turn into another like alt-right like talking head. Which is unfortunate, but you sleep in the bed you make. And, she made a doozy. There's like a statue head on the base too, like piece of a statue, I think. Yeah, it has a nose and an eyeball. It'll just get painted silver. You're just silver. You're the base. You don't need that much attention, buddy. Bases are supposed to accentuate the models, not detract from them. And if you make them too crazy looking, people tend to look at them instead. Ideal Pillow for her, she hasn't really been overtly political in any of her content. Not really, no. But, I mean, she's already going to be co-opted. Like, you can already see the kind of people that talk about her. The worst people you know. It's Gravelord Grey. Dropped the lid. The lid. The lid. The lid. Wait, where the fuck did it go? Oh, no. My Gravelord Grey lid. Where'd it go? What? It's not that big of a thing. Like, where did it go? Oh, there it is. It's insane how popular she got over that one stupid answer she gave. Yeah, I don't really know exactly, like, why, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, she didn't just because popular because people thought it was funny. Someone decided that she was going to become famous because they had like a use for her or something, I'm sure. Because like there was really nothing noteworthy about what she had said. You're not the only white girl who spits on that thing. I'll let you know. Some of us white boys do it too. Okay. Now let's shade the gold and we're done. I think. It's kind of breached over now in other circles to the point where it's like one of those irony-pilled memes. Yeah, it kind of is. I don't know, it's so strange. I literally didn't think it was funny a single time. Not once. When it started to appear in my feed, and I was like, okay, so now what the hell is this? And I like looked it up. It's like, this is what people are talking about? You can go to specific websites on the internet and find 500 women who were like the exact same way. Instantly. Just on page 1. Hawk Fuamoko? What the hell? What's wrong with you? You know their average viewer is like 3 years old, right?
Though honestly, the average viewer of most streamers is probably far younger than we think. Unless it's me, because I have a low enough view count, or I have a pretty good idea of like the average age of my viewer. But like big streamers, the Fuomokos and the Garguras, their average viewer is probably like 15. Which is kind of scary. The average viewer is not 13. Well, you're just looking at the loud minority who draw evil things about them. Now, there are adults that like it. I'm just saying that I think there are far many younger people that like it than you imagine. Far more than you imagine. The average person doesn't chat. The average person doesn't buy merch. The average person just consumes silently. And I think that person is younger than you would expect. I wish I had known oil. These guys are like begging for it. But literally, every time I go to GW, they're fucking out of that shit. I fear they just haven't stocked it in a while. And I don't know, because there's no way they're buying it all up instantly. There's just no way. My shoulders really hurt. These E-cups are not easy, guys. It's not easy, I'll tell you that much. I know a bottle of Nuln oil hates to see you coming. Absolutely. Nuln oil is just such a useful shade. So many things get shaded in black, and Nuln oil is the black shade. So that's why it gets eaten up. I missed a spot with the gold. The rim of the shield, I'm noticing I didn't do almost any of it. Keep bumping the mic with the edge of the brush. I love having the mic right here, and I know you guys do too. You get to hear my sultry tones nice and close. But also, I keep bumping the motherfucker. This time he's really gonna do it. I just might. I wish I was Lorthamar Theron. He met a purple baddie and married her after like 2 years. Good for him. Lorthamar is the Lord Regent of the Blood Elves in World of Warcraft, and he met a girl and she's purple, and she proposed to him after like 2 years. Good for them. They're one of the few people who got married in World of Warcraft, like characters, like lore characters. When is it my turn to meet a purple woman?
She a baddie too. Thalyssra. They're very wholesome, Lorthamar and Thalyssra. One of the only actual romances in World of Warcraft, because all the others fizzle out and don't go anywhere. Or side characters that are never seen again. But they're like faction leaders, so you actually get to see them. There was a time skip in between expansions and they got married during it. It was so wholesome. I wish it was an event that the player could go to though. Wouldn't that have been fun? Because everyone likes Lorthamar. And everyone likes Thalyssra too. Okay, I'm going to touch up the silver in a couple spots, and then we are Gucci on this guy. And then we do peanut butter. Where's my polished silver? Broadside silver, blinding light, polished silver, Tyrian navy. What was it? There it is. I'm hoping it's close in tone to Lead Belcher, so it's not super noticeable that I'm using a color that isn't my primer to cover up areas of silver. It's only small spots, so it's not a big deal. It's like areas like here. How I got white all over the wing. I just want to cover it up and hope that this matches. When it's dry, that should be fine. It has larger metal flakes in it, but when it's dry, it'll be okay. I'm not that picky. You guys know, I'm okay with my models being like mostly good enough. It's okay if they're not perfect. I don't expect them to be. I'm comparing them to make sure that I haven't like missed anything. Nope. Peanut butter time. Look at that slop. Would you take a closer look at that slop? Trying to get in all the little nooks and crannies. Nothing's worse than having bad peanut butter coverage. People will point and laugh at you if you have bad peanut butter coverage. Okay. And then I'm going to be careful not to touch the model with my hand that is peanut butter covered. I actually didn't get that much on me. And I will now touch the model that I've cleaned it. And wipe the base rim just a little bit. And now we will do the base rim. White boy, I know you don't got half the amount of peanut butter you're supposed to on that thing. I know you didn't roll up to the function with mediocre peanut butter. Well, we painted one prosecutor, so there's 2 more of these. And we painted 1 liberator, there's 9 more of those. And then there's 5 characters. And I think that's all the Stormcast. No, there are 3 Reclusians. Three Reclusians. So there are 6 plus 10, 16 infantry. I think technically some of those are elites, but we'll count them. There's like 5 characters. There's 4 tokens. I think there's 24 total. So that's just about it. That's so many. Looks at the 20 clan rats. Fuck. That's so many clan rats. And the thing is, like, I'm not an insane quality painter, but I, like, put my all into every single model. So, like, I'm not, like half-assing them. Like, I paint pretty fast, I think, for some people's standard. But, like, I don't, like, skimp on any model. Like, I try to give my best quality on every single one. Some of them end up better than others, yes, but I don't do it on purpose, if that makes sense. Okay, my foot is itchy for some reason. Tufts. Oh, would you look at that? 12 months. Wow. Hello, Ben. Thanks for the 12 months. No, that was way too many at once. Get back on your tough sheet. They wanted to come as a group. Unfortunately, that's not allowed. Stay on your sheet. Sorry I've been around. You start streaming at 5 a.m. It's no big deal. You don't got to apologize. I upload the VODs, and the VODs exist also so that you can see them. There. Okay, and now we can show it off. That the base rim is dry, and the tufts are on. The return of the $40 tufts, yeah. Mostly dry. Oh, paintbrush down. Here we are. The finished prosecutor. I think that ended up really good. I'm really happy with that. Yeah. That ended up super good. And the base, just some tufts. That looks awesome. Crazy, it's finally happening? Yeah, the Stormcast. We painted 2 today. For how daunting it looks, I painted up really fast. Yeah, the Stormcasts are really good. Here you go, Yoko. We did these 2 today. We did a Liberator and a Prosecutor. And they turned out really good, actually. No longer sat in the closet? Nope. And technically, they were never in the closet. They were in a box under my desk. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm really happy with those. They turned out really good. Better than I could have imagined, actually. I was kind of afraid to paint them. But again, never be afraid to paint. No mistake can't be fixed. And no model is too scary. Even though the model we're painting in 4 days on September 17th, my stream anniversary, that model is going to be really scary. But that's enough of that. We're gonna go now. I'm gonna figure out who we're gonna raid and find out where in the cabinet these guys go. I'm running out of room in the cabinet. I'm trying to keep things in, like, okay, so here's where the Imperial Fisco, here are the Tyranids, here are the Imperial Guard, here are the Tau. But I'm quickly running out of room. So I need to move some stuff around to make, I'm not going to take anything out. I just have to like clump a bit more. But yeah, these guys turned out really good. I'm really happy with them. So I'm not going to go back to Big Reese or anything. I'm just going to find out who we're raiding. Okay, well, goodbye everybody. Go see Zinko. Goodbye. We're gonna go over here to this screen now. Goodbye. Goodbye now.